let's dive in. This time, we're exploring Belizean food.
Sound delicious.
Oh, it does, doesn't it? And it sounds like you're heading to Belize soon, so consider this your culinary crash course.
Definitely a great idea to get prepped for all those amazing flavors.
Exactly. We've got some articles here highlighting must-try dishes, best places to eat, the whole Belizean food experience.
Perfect timing then. Let's get into it.
I am ready to dig in, so first up, rice and beans. It's like the heart and soul of Belizean cuisine.
You see it everywhere. It's more than just a dish. It's a cultural icon.
But what makes it so special? I mean, rice and beans, it sounds pretty basic.
Well, the Belizean twist is the coconut milk, often infused with local spices, and usually served with chicken, beef, or pork. It's that blends flavors that makes it unique.
Oh, I see. So it's the way they prepare it that elevates it.
Absolutely. Plus, it reflects the history of Belize, that fusion of Caribbean and Central American influences.
A taste of history. Okay, I'm sold. Rice and beans, check.
Mm-hmm.
Now, on to breakfast.
Breakfast. All right, you ready for this? Fry jacks.
Fry jacks. That name alone has me intrigued. What are we talking about here?
Picture this. Deep-fried dough, all puffy and golden brown.
Okay, I'm already on board.
And you can have them plain, but the fun part is the fillings. Eggs, beans, cheese, sometimes even meat. It's a Belizean take on a satisfying breakfast.
Hearty and delicious. No, you can't talk about Belize without mentioning the seafood, right?
You're absolutely right. And one dish that just screams Belize is ceviche.
Ceviche, yeah. So fresh and perfect for a tropical setting.
Exactly. Fresh seafood marinated in lime juice with things like onions, tomatoes, cilantro. That's the beauty of ceviche. It's all about highlighting the natural flavors.
Oh, I bet it's amazing with that fresh-caught Belizean seafood.
It is, and the lime juice cooks the seafood, giving it a unique texture.
Ooh, that's interesting. All right, now for something a little different. Have you heard of houdut?
Houdut. Now that's a special one. A real taste of Garifuna culture.
It sounds intriguing. Tell me more.
It's this rich, flavorful fish stew cooked with coconut milk and spices. Turmeric, cumin, cilantro, real depth of flavor.
That sounds incredible already. But what makes it houdut?
Well, it's traditionally served with mashed plantains. And these aren't just any mashed plantains. They're cooked in coconut milk, too, giving them this creamy, sweet contrast to the stew.
Oh, wow. That's taking it to a whole new level.
It's a dish that tells a story of the Garifuna people and their culinary heritage.
I love that. And from what I'm seeing, there's so much more to discover. Conch fritters, salbutes, tamales, the list goes on.
And that's just scratching the surface. Each dish offers a unique glimpse into Belize's diverse cultural influences.
From Mayan to Creole, there's a whole world of flavors to explore.
Exactly. Every meal is an adventure waiting to happen. It's like a culinary treasure hunt awaits you in Belize.
Oh, I love a good food adventure. So where do we even begin this treasure hunt?
Well, the articles all emphasize one thing to get the real deal. You got to go beyond those touristy spots.
Makes sense. Get off the beaten path, right? Find those hidden gems.
Exactly. Local restaurants, that's where you'll find those authentic home-cooked flavors.
The kind of food that tells a story, yeah.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
And for a truly immersive experience, you can't miss the local markets.
Oh, markets. I love a good market.
They're buzzing with energy, so much to see, smell, and taste.
I can already imagine the vibrant colors, the aromas.
You'll find everything there. Fresh produce, seafood, ready-to-eat dishes. It's a feast for the senses.
And don't forget about street food.
Oh, absolutely. Street food is a must.
Those little stalls tucked away, offering quick bites, packed with flavor.
Garnaches, panades, you name it. You'll find them all in the streets of Belize.
Okay, I'm adding all of this to my list. Now, we can't talk about Belizean food without mentioning those seafood shacks, right?
Right on the coast. Fresh catch of the day. Doesn't get much better than that.
Perfect way to end a day of exploring, I'd say.
Agreed. So, we've talked about what to eat, where to find it. Now let's get into some tips.
Yeah, how can we really experience Belizean cuisine like a local?
Well, first things first. Be prepared for some heat. Marie Sharp's hot sauce, you're going to see it everywhere.
I've heard legends about this hot sauce.
It's a Belizean staple, habanero peppers, spices. It's got a kick, but it's also fruity.
Challenge accepted. But it's not all about spice, is it?
Of course not. Don't forget about all the incredible tropical fruits. Mangoes, papayas, pineapple.
Oh yeah, that's the Belize I'm dreaming of. Sunshine on a plate.
Exactly. And you got to try the local rum.
Rum, yes. A must-have in any tropical paradise.
Smooth, flavorful, perfect on its own, or in a cocktail.
I'm taking notes here. One thing that stood out to me in these articles is the emphasis on being adventurous, Trying new things.
Absolutely. That's what exploring a new cuisine is all about.
Stepping outside your comfort zone and discovering those hidden gems.
Exactly. And don't worry about dietary restrictions. Many restaurants in Belize are super accommodating.
That's good to know. Everyone should be able to enjoy the food.
Exactly. And speaking of enjoying the food, let's talk about the dining experience itself.
Okay, what should we know?
Well, mealtimes in Belize, they're social occasions. Time to relax, connect with people, savor the flavors.
So it's not just about the food, it's about the whole experience.
Exactly. It's a slower pace, more about enjoying the company and the moment.
That sounds lovely, honestly. A good reminder to slow down and appreciate things.
And it ties back to what we said about going beyond the tourist areas. It's about connecting with the culture, the people.
Yeah, getting a real sense of what Belizean life is all about.
Exactly. So we've got the dishes, the places, the tips. What else should we keep in mind for our culinary adventure?
Practical stuff, right? Like, the articles mentioned sticking to bottled water.
Yeah, always a good idea when you're traveling.
And being careful about, raw foods, that kind of thing.
Basic food safety, can't hurt to be cautious.
Exactly. Now, one thing that really surprised me was how much Belizean food changes depending on where you are.
Oh, absolutely. It's
Yeah.
not just one style of cooking. Each region has its own specialties.
Like it's a whole culinary journey just waiting to happen.
Exactly. The South, for instance, the Toledo district, they've got a strong Mayan influence.
Oh, really? That's interesting.
Yeah, you'll find dishes like caldo, a hearty soup with chicken and root vegetables, and their tamales are wrapped in banana leaves.
Huh. I've never heard of that.
All about local ingredients, traditions. Creates this amazing tapestry of flavors across the country.
So to really get the full Belizean food experience, you gotta explore, gotta travel around.
Exactly. It's the best way to understand the depth and diversity of their cuisine.
It's not just about eating, it's about discovering.
That's the spirit. And speaking of discovering, the best advice I can give is be open to new things.
Yeah, be adventurous.
Exactly. Don't be afraid to try something you've never had before. Let your curiosity guide you.
Think of this deep dive as your starting point.
The taste of what awaits.
The real adventure begins when you get there, right?
When you're surrounded by the sights, the smells, the flavors of Belize.
I think we've covered everything you need to know to start your Belizean food journey.
From rice and beans to hudut, markets to seafood shacks, it's all there waiting for you.
So go out there, explore, and enjoy every bite.
Happy travels.
And that wraps up another deep dive. Until next time, happy exploring, everyone.